Hi folks, Adrian Fry, another video for Liverpool Golf Centre and Solid Golf from Isolation Towers here. Today we're going to talk about the grip. If you see the other post, you'll see some detail of the grip, or the hold as we call it these days, and also a little bit of history with Harry Varden, obviously 6 times Open champion. But I'm going to pass you over to my colleague Chris Crowder. Chris is a very experienced coach and a great player regionally, of course. And Chris is going to talk you through the 4 most popular grips. And I say foremost because there's 3 of them you'll be very familiar with, and then another one which is even more popular on golf courses and ranges throughout the world that Chris is going to allude to. So over to Chris at his country retreat in Highton.
Thanks Adrian. I'm calling you from a little leafy village outside Liverpool called Highton. So here we go, here's the grip. So first of all we just want to line the club face up so we can get our hands square to the face. So we'll get the leading edge of the club pointing straight up, not down or pointing up, so the leading edge straight up. Now I can place my left hand on the bottom of the handle, and you'll notice there that the line between my finger and thumb points to my right shoulder, 2.5, 3 knuckles on the left hand. From there I can slide the right hand down. Now the line between the finger and thumb points more towards my chin, so that's now a nice neutral grip. Also on my left hand, the club's a little bit more across the calluses, across the tops of my fingers rather than in the palm. So now I've got a nice neutral hold. And as Adrian said, there's 4 different types of grips. Number 1, we'll start with the baseball grip. This is generally recommended for ladies and juniors. The 2 main roles of a good hold is to allow awareness of the club face so you can square it up to the target, and also add speed to the shot. And the baseball grip gives you a little bit more extra speed with that right hand coming through. Next one is the interlock. This was made famous by Jack Nicklaus and maybe more recently Tiger Woods. They tend to like this one. There's the Varden grip, which is the overlapping grip. And then also the final one is what we call the crowbar grip. See this a lot on my lessons. The grip's so tight on the club that we need a crowbar to get the hands off the club. We can see that the right hand generally wraps around underneath. The left hand very much in the palm, the right hand goes around, and then we need the crowbar to try and get this off. There's not much feel when we take this grip, so have a little mess around with that and hopefully report back to us how you get on. Thank you.
Thanks Chris. So there you have it from someone at the sharp end. So remember, 3 grips that are worth doing: the overlapping, the little finger just resting there or in the groove; the interlocking but not hammering it home, just lightly interlock; the baseball, but avoid that crowbar, the death grip as I call it, where you're preoccupied with jamming the fingers home and gripping it as tight as you can. Remember, how hard you grip it will not relate to how far that ball goes. In fact, quite the opposite. You're probably better off having your hands softer. Think of it like badminton. If you want to create speed, those hands need to be softer. Only on smaller shots, maybe your hands need to be a little firmer. So good luck with that folks, give it a try. When we get back to it, hope that's going to improve your game.